ladies and gentlemen, we gotta give it to Sledgehammer Games. Man, oh man, what they did with Modern Warfare 3 was absolutely amazing. Sledgehammer Games really deserve a lot of credit, and that's exactly what we'll be doing here. I'll be giving them all the credit that they deserve for Modern Warfare 3, even though at the beginning we all doubted them. However, I must say that even though Sledgehammer Games did really well with Modern Warfare 3, let's not get things twisted here, because by no means it is a Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 or the original Modern Warfare 2. Actually, very far from it. However, after having last year's Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 2 2022, this year's Modern Warfare 3 looks like Black Ops 2 compared to the last year's Modern Warfare 2. Now obviously we all know the story of the COD Modern Warfare 3. It was pretty much being set up to fail alongside Sledgehammer Games, of course, because on one side you had Infinity Ward not allowing Sledgehammer Games to do what they want in Modern Warfare 3. For example, Sledgehammer Games wanted to bring back the iconic Pick 10 system instead of the Gunsmith, but guess what? Infinity Ward were like, no, that's not the vision we have for the Modern Warfare series. And there is just one thing that we know about. God knows how many other things Sledgehammer Games wanted to add, maybe change in Modern Warfare 3 that Infinity Ward didn't allow them. And of course, on the other side you have Activision, who first of all did not allow Sledgehammer Games to make the sequel to Advanced Warfare, because that's what Sledgehammer Games wanted to do. Activision said no. And also alongside that, because Activision wanted this whole Call of Duty HQ app thing, and every game that is added to the HQ app will be added as DLC, because that's the only way it will work. And guess what? From the beginning, Modern Warfare 3 was labeled as a $70 DLC, and unfortunately that's what it will be known as forever. So from the get-go, Sledgehammer Games were fun and uphill battle, but even with all of that, they still managed to give us an amazing Call of Duty experience, especially the multiplayer experience. Man, oh man, where do I even begin? Each season was loaded, okay? Each Modern Warfare 3 season was loaded. Each season Sledgehammer Games gave us at least 4+ maps, and the best part of all, most of the maps were actually new, okay? Brand new maps with your occasional remaster here and there. For example, let's look at season 1 of Modern Warfare 3. It gave us 4 brand new maps, one of them being me. Of course, it became a fan favorite. Alongside the 4 brand new maps, we also got 3 reskins of already existing maps in Modern Warfare 3. We of course got 5 new weapons, 5+ new operators, and the launch of Warzone's new big map Urzakstan, amongst many other content like game modes, features, and all that good stuff. So first season was already loaded. Now let's take a look at season 2 of Modern Warfare 3. First of all, for the multiplayer maps, we got 7. Yes, you heard that right, 7 new maps in season 2, 4 of which were brand new, and the other 3, one of which was a remastered map, and the other 2 were reskins or variants of already existing maps in Modern Warfare 3. Tell me which other game in the post-Warzone era has done this, okay? And of course, this is only the first 2 seasons. This trend would continue into season 3, 4, 5, and even now until 6. Each season was absolutely loaded. Like I said, which of the previous 4 Call of Duty games has done this? Which of the previous 4 Call of Duty games has given us this much content each season throughout the whole life cycle of the game? 6 seasons, each season more loaded than the other. No other Call of Duty has given us this much content in the post-Warzone era of Call of Duties. I'm telling you guys, the Modern Warfare 3 experience was absolutely good. It was absolutely amazing. And for the first time in a very long time, Modern Warfare 3 actually kept me coming back to the game. Yes, you heard that right. I don't even remember when was the last time a Call of Duty game each week brought me back because there were new content. Modern Warfare 3 did that. Of course, the aftermarket part. Each week you knew you were getting a new aftermarket part. You were excited to see what it will be and what it can do. Is it going to be overpowered or not? Each week it kept you returning back because of the aftermarket part. And of course, the weekly challenges, the almost weekly events that we got, they were loaded with rewards that kept me coming back to earn those rewards. And speaking of rewards, how many awesome camo rewards Sledgehammer Games gave us. And the best part overall, most of them were animated and all of them were universal camos, which means you can equip it to any weapon that you want, okay? There were no camo restrictions, you can only use it on this weapon, no. They were all universal camos, and the current event, the Modern Warfare 3 Rewind event, alone has 6 new camos. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm telling you guys, the Modern Warfare 3 experience in terms of content was absolutely top tier. Just this alone gives an extra 2-3 star points. In my opinion, Modern Warfare 3 was absolutely amazing. And speaking of content that Sledgehammer Games gave us, I gotta give a special mention to the new limited time game mode Get Higher. How awesome was Get Higher, man? How awesome was that game mode? It was something new, it was something fresh. Yes, I know we've seen something similar to it in Black Ops 3 with Free Run, but Free Run in BO3 was very bare bones. However, with Get Higher in Modern Warfare 3, it was more fun. There were different paths that you could take to reach the end, and of course, how can we forget about the rewards? You were not only only rewarded for completing the course, but also if you managed to find and collect all the coins, you were rewarded with camos and all that good stuff. So what I'm trying to say here is that you actually got more for playing the get higher mode, unlike the free run in Black Ops 3 where all you did was try and beat your personal record and that's it. No, with get high you were actually rewarded for playing the course, and also you can try and beat your personal record. So simply put, there were more to do in the get higher mode, which kept it fresh and awesome to play, and that was absolutely awesome. Alongside everything that I talked about, how can we forget the great communication that Sledgehammer Games had with the community? I still remember last year with Modern Warfare 2 and Infinity Ward, we were begging Infinity Ward to give us something, okay, any sort of update regarding a glitch or something that was breaking the game, and guess what? It was absolutely radio silence from Infinity Ward. We were left in the dark for so many months at times with no communication, but with Sledgehammer Games and Modern Warfare 3 this time around, that was not the case. It was actually the opposite. Sledgehammer Games kept on communicating with the fans. They kept on listening to the community feedback. If there was something broken, they were on top of that. They tried to fix as many things as they can, but of course at the end of the day, this is a game, so there's still gonna be bugs and glitches, but they tried, okay, and that's the most important thing. They tried to fix it, and most of the times they did fix it, and that was always amazing, okay. Like I said, we were begging Infinity Ward for any sort of update in Modern Warfare 2 last year, but this time we didn't even need to ask Sledgehammer Games for updates. They were giving us patch notes, updates, blog posts, everything. Their communication, like I said, was absolutely top tier. And the thing about Sledgehammer Games, their communication with the feedback is always top tier, okay. This dates back to Advanced Warfare, World War 2, how amazing their communication was. That yes, at the beginning of Vanguard they were kind of not communicating anything, but towards the middle to the end of Vanguard's life cycle, they really started to communicate. And here, like I said, with Modern Warfare 3 was no different. They've been the best team, and like I said, this is all we ask for, okay. Give us communication, don't keep us in the dark about the current Call of Duty game. Tell us what's happening. If there is anything broken, tell us you're gonna fix it. This is all we ask for. Good communication between the developers and the community, and Sledgehammer Games absolutely knocked it out of the park with their communication with Modern Warfare 3. Now I know for the past 6 minutes I've been praising Sledgehammer Games, but I'm not stupid, okay. Not everything was sunshine and rainbows. First of all, we of course have the campaign. We all know how terrible the campaign was. It was so terrible to the point that in Black Ops 6 they're not even doing a 1 week early access for the campaign, because it actually hurt the sales of Modern Warfare 3 that much. That campaign was absolutely terrible. It was very short and the story was simply all over the place. Nothing really made sense, and not only that, they also turned what once was a great villain in Makarov into a coward. At the end he simply just runs away. What? Are you serious? This is not the same Makarov as the original Modern Warfare trilogy, that beast and menacing Makarov. He is simply a coward in this Modern Warfare 3. He kills Soap and simply runs away. And of course, speaking of Soap's death, that was done just for the sake of killing a beloved character, more than the fact that the story actually needed that. So that was another terrible decision. So yeah, simply put, the campaign in general was terrible. It was short and the story was all over the place. So yeah, the campaign of Modern Warfare 3 was definitely a bad thing for Modern Warfare 3. Now I also do want to mention Zombies. However, Modern Warfare 3 Zombies was actually being developed by a second team at Treyarch, so Zombies wasn't really Sledgehammer Games' fault, but the campaign definitely was. However, in my opinion, okay, in my personal opinion, I believe the positives outweighed the negatives in Modern Warfare 3. The multiplayer experience, the content, all that good stuff, the communication, they were absolutely top tier, like I said. So yeah, like I said, in my personal opinion, I believe that the positives outweigh the negatives, and I truly believe that Sledgehammer Games absolutely knocked it out of the park with the Modern Warfare 3 experience. It was definitely one of the better games we've had in the post-Warzone era, and this is coming from someone that absolutely loved Black Ops Cold War, okay. Everything about Black Ops Cold War I enjoyed, I loved it. I'll have to go and say that Modern Warfare 3 was a tiny bit better than Black Ops Cold War. But yeah, what do you guys think about all of this? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Make sure to let me know in the comment section down below, and while you're down there as well, make sure to see for the like button and also subscribe. But with all that being said, make sure to click the video on the screen right now to find out who the strongest Call of Duty character is. Thank you guys for watching this video.